Hello and welcome back, YouTubers. I'm Protomario, and today's video is going to be over the Wii U. Now, I know there's a lot of reviews and overviews of it out there, so I'm just going to give you my opinion on the Wii U. Also, big shout out to Mason Hack. He donated this Wii U to me and made it possible for me to actually do this video. So Mason Hack, thank you from the bottom of my heart. My daughter, my family, and I myself appreciate your gift to us to be able to play Wii U games. Really awesome. I love Mario, I love Nintendo, and I'm just having one heck of a time playing this game. One funny tidbit though, when I did get this gift, I went over immediately and got it. I picked it up and it began to storm a lot. And when I got home, the power was out for 2 days. So that's why this video is a little bit delayed from my initial receiving of the Wii U. With that, let's get into it. Firstly, I want to dispel a lot of the crap that the Wii U has received. I myself have even been a contributor to this, but unless you actually have hands-on on the console, more than just a couple hours at a time, you really don't notice some of the nice features of it. Let me begin by saying the boot time. Turning on the system is pretty simple. I mean, unlike the Xbox and the PlayStation, where it takes a couple minutes to sign you in and do everything, especially the Xbox, you're up and running on the Wii U in about 30 seconds at longest, even shorter in some cases. This is of course after multiple updates, but seriously, it's really quick. Compared to the Xbox, I like it a lot. Next, I wanted to talk about what comes with it. Very few consoles actually come with an HDMI cable anymore, so I bought mine separately, assuming that this console didn't even come with one. When lo and behold, it does feature a HDMI cable. That's the preferred way of playing the game, though component cables can be purchased and AV cables can be used also if you don't have HDMI cables, I would assume. Since the connection is very similar to the original Wii, you can do that if you really want to, I think. Don't quote me again. The next thing is the fact that the Wii U controller is also basically a TV. So, I know how silly this is gonna sound, but imagine for a second if you had a nasty old TV, 20 years old, man, this thing barely even has AV hookups, and you hook up your Wii U to it, and the picture just looks terrible. All you have to do is look at your controller and there you go. Or for example, if you have a child who doesn't want to take a nap and she's laying on the couch, but you don't want to stop playing your game, you're in the middle of a level, you can get yourself just a pair of headphones, plug them into the controller, turn off the TV, and you don't have to stop your game, and the noise isn't distracting. It's really a good feature, and I found myself using it in many cases over my TV, though there are stark differences between both the controller and the TV. Obviously, the TV's a little bit better, but I digress. Another feature is that whenever I'm doing something on the computer, I like to do other things at the same time. For example, I like to have a YouTube video. With the Wii U pad, I can do that without minimizing my desktop or removing space. I know a lot of people have multiple monitor setups, but I just don't have the room for that, and I don't want to do that. So I just put the Wii U gamepad over on my left, and I can have music, videos, or even Netflix running, which is really awesome because when you edit videos and you have the audio coming through the same speaker that you're trying to edit with, it doesn't work well. So we covered a lot of things so far, but that's not what the console's about, right? It's all about the games. The games do deliver. Nintendo had a deal running where if you bought Mario Kart 7 and registered it, you got a free game. I got Zelda HD for free. A $50 game, absolutely free. And in an age where you're getting a lot of free games from various vendors, Origin, Steam, Xbox Live Arcade, PlayStation Plus, obviously this is a pretty big deal. But most of those games that you get aren't expensive. And this one actually was very expensive. To purchase it outright, on low end I found it for $30 and high end $50. So to say the least, saving that amount of money and being able to spend it on a peripheral or another game was awesome. So far, I've been able to play Mario Kart, Super Mario Wii U, and Super Mario 3D Land, as well as Zelda HD, and a couple other games. My experience for all of them is pretty good. I have to say, the Mario Brothers for the Wii U one isn't as good as the rest of the games, but again, that was the initial launch title, so I can give it a little bit of slack. The only problem I have with that game is the fact that the controller, like, you can't play 2 players with the pad and control. You have to have like 2 separate Wiimotes to play 2 players. Like the person holding the pad can only like make little platforms. So for whatever reason, I don't know. Anyways, that's the only downside to that game I found. There are several other games that are really awesome that I'd like to get, like Donkey Kong Country and Nintendo Land to try out. There's Wario that I wanted to get, The Wonderful 101, and of course just many others that are going to be releasing, and I can't wait to play them. This is the first time that I've really been excited about a next generation console, and I'm not downplaying any of the other consoles, but the Wii U is just, it's awesome. Having the big pad in your hands does kind of feel weird at first, but you do tend to get used to it, and the games really adapt to that style of pad, so you don't have to really worry about not being able to use it. Some of the games do include the gimmickiness, like Super Mario 3D Land, where you have to blow on the pad for whatever reason. And when I was trying to make a jump, I was talking to Jen, and it picked up my voice and thought I was blowing on it instead of just blowing on it, and I died. So, you know, little gimmicky stuff that pisses me off here and there. Not a big deal. The Miiverse is really awesome and a great way to interact with games. I can't tell you how thankful I am I can write out messages now instead of having to type them tediously by pressing a button at a time. Oh my god. I never want to respond to Xbox messages because I have to sit there and type out buttons. I would rather invite them to a voice party and just tell them what I need to tell them. So being able to actually draw with the stylus and write words is way better for me. I would love a virtual keyboard that would type as well as a regular keyboard, but I don't think that's gonna come anytime soon. So my final thoughts on the Wii U as it is initially, I think it's a great product, and for the price you really can't beat it. If you go out and get the Mario Kart bundle right now, you pay $330 plus tax depending on which state you live in or place, and you could get a free game, Zelda or Pikmin 3, Nintendo Land, or Mario Brothers U. Of course, depending on what your tastes are, depends on which game you pick up, but it's really an awesome deal. And if you're gonna pick up a Wii U, you gotta play Super Mario 3D Land. It is so much fun. They made it so easy to play that you can switch in and out of characters whenever you need, and that's an important feature of that game. So what do I think overall of the Nintendo Wii U as it is right now? I think it's a great system, and many people should experience it before they cast judgment, including myself. I'll try to remember that in the future so that I don't downplay any new systems unless I have actually had more hands-on time than just a couple hours here and there at places. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, look forward to some Wii U gameplay, pending Nintendo's copyright affiliate program. I'm not about to throw up some Cat Mario footage and get a copyright and lose my job because of that. So, bearing that in mind, please be respectful of what I record, and I'll be seeing you next time. I'm Protomario, I'm signing out, and thanks for watching. And now comes the all-important decision of supporting the Maverick Army. Join the Maverick Rebellion today. Subscribe and become a Maverick. We are a tight-knit community who desire to change the gaming stereotype into something better. Together, we will revolutionize the world of gaming and the way gaming is viewed on YouTube and across all platforms. Mavericks unite. Subscribe today and become a Maverick with us. I'm Protomario, and I approve this message. Please note that in all my videos, if I use images from Google, that I do not own any of those images, and all images obtained from Google are owned by their respective owners and copyrights.